Okay. Maybe I came across this problem that I was having with this. This is a roof plan, and want to show my roof drains on my roof plan, right? So I can see that my roof plans are showing on my roof plan, and they are showing up. Okay, and that's that, and that's that, and this is that, and this is that, and this is that, and that's 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 that. Okay. Okay, so they are showing up on both my plan and my 3D overall plan, right? So okay, so what I want to do, for example, suppose that I want this two more, my roof drain and my overflow drain, to be on this side of my roof, right? So if I copy, let's say I copy one of those, right, and it comes all the way over to there, and I can see it on my roof plan, but I can't see it on my 3D plan, right? You see that? See where I can see this? Okay, but I can't see this floor drain on my roof in the 3D view. I can see it on the floor plan, which is a problem because a lot of times we like to go to this view, right, and see things how, like, for example, you know, roof, these floor drains, you know, in this area. Okay, so the problem is seeing the floor drains in both the floor plan and on 3D view, or sometimes it's impossible to, maybe not impossible, but you have to go through a few workarounds or tricks or whatever you want to call them to and I'm going to show you one in a few minutes here. I'm just trying to get my bearings, okay? But I'm using the 3D view as an excuse, actually. I mean, we don't have to have a 3D view. What's more important is that it shows up in plan view, right? And then when you get ready to plot it, how it looks. Okay, so given that, I'm gonna go to my section view, okay, and look at what we have. Now these two drains represent, you know, those two drains. Okay, and the reason is because the host is a drain, right? I'm gonna delete this piping. Okay, and that one, and this one, this is the other, and the host is a drain. And the reason is because I was now I'm changing my mind what I was going to talk about, but well, you know what I'm going to do is make this quick. I'm going to, so in order for this roof drain to show up in both the floor plan and on the 3D view plan, we need to create a reference plane. Okay, I'm going to create a reference plane, and this is just one of the tools that you can use in Revit for a workaround to see things in particular views. I mean, there's so many, there's a lot of tools, right? There's plan region. That's another one. Scope boxes. There's a lot of tools. This just happens to be one tool that you can use to make your drawing look how you want it to look. Okay, so enough said about that. So so now that I see that my roof drain is not showing up in my 3D plan, it's because of you see, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a, I'm gonna tab on, ask it not to select, huh? Okay, let me go back and tab, right? That is a roof. That is the roof. Roof. That's the thing that's on the roof. So what we need to do is have our roof drain show up in this plane. Okay, so I created this reference plane, and I'm going to call it let's call it Q. Let's just call it anything. I mean, it doesn't matter. But what we're going to do is edit it and change its host. Okay, I just created Q. I just created Q. Okay, so we are going to transfer that information so that what we can do now, we have control over it, and we will be able to see it in both the, I'm gonna put it right there, and I don't know if you saw that come up, but I'm gonna move it just a little bit more so you can see it move up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, that way you can control how, you know, if the architect is doing something and he changes the roof layout, or he changes, you know, how it's structured, and you know how he's gonna lay it out. So this way you can control, you know, and not have to worry about any sloping information and stuff like that. So what I was gonna do was say, so for example, so let's go back to the roof plan and make sure that that's showing up also. Okay, so it's showing up in both the plan and in the 3D view, so they can see what's going on. So what I was gonna do was go back to this view, and I'm gonna not show this and get rid of this link. Okay, and do a window tile. Okay, and say, for example, what I'm trying to do is, for the life of me, is that drain? Can I go down? Down. I'm just using my arrow keys to go down, and at this point I am trying to get my roof drains on my drawing, right? So if I go to, let's say, my properties here, and my mechanical equipment, roof drain, that's not the one, but let's go back to this one. Let's go this 4-inch drain, right? And I'm just going to drag it on and place on work plane. Okay, so we place it on some work plane, and so okay, but that's not the one we want, right? So it's always better to so what is this one? That is a reference plane that I created called Northeast Roof 1, right? And I don't have to go in and, well, okay, so you go to the tab Architecture, and you go over to the far right. There's a reference plane that you can create, right? So here, and I create, let's create it here, right? So now I clicked it, and I'm going to call it Y, right? Okay, and we can see that it's showing up in plan view, but it's not right. And we, you know, we try and maybe we've called the architect, and maybe we've tried and figure maybe it's your second day of work, or maybe it's your third day of work, or your fourth day, and maybe it's the first time you've gone up to the roof after 2 months on the job. But now that you've gotten to the roof, you want to see your roof drains. And if there is a way that you can do it other than this, then cool. But this is one way of showing it, okay? So the roof drain is going to look for a host, okay? And this one is, so what we can do is create a host that we can control. And what I've done is create this, I think it's called Y, right? So we are going to edit the work plane. It's a reference plane, okay? And we're going to pick a plane, and it's going to be Y, all the way down. So now we can control, we see that it's on the roof, you know, I mean, it's not up near this parapet up here, right, you know, in space somewhere. I don't know, what's that, 3 feet, maybe 2 feet? Okay, so anyway, so that's how you can get your roof drains to show up, okay? And on your roof plan, right, you can go to your, and it will show up on your, let's go back to the 3D view, okay? This guy, where is it? Okay, just for reference, you know, because there's a vent, right? This is your exhaust vent, you know, some kind of air conditioning unit. Looks like it's also a hatch over here. Okay, so so that's I just wanted to go over a little trick in order to show your roof drains, okay, using your reference plane. So you can use, you know, so that's one way of using a reference plane. Okay, all right, okay, well, I hope that helped, and I'll talk to you guys later.